Greetings, YouTube. Danny Stanton here on the Daily Dan blog. Today I'm taking a look at Battle of the Planets based on the cartoon. That's right, it's a cartoon that we watched back in the day. Hey, Dave Sunstorm, was Battle of the Planets the good stuff? I guess we're going to find out as we flash back to 2023 with a #1. So we're going to get the story from the beginning. In Battle of the Planets, Mark. You know, I was hoping we'd see the Fiery Phoenix. I was hoping we'd see G-Team unite and come together to form an incredibly cool giant fiery bird. But instead, #1, it's going to be about Mark. That's kind of not what I was expecting right out the gate start, guys.
Center Neptune, 7-Zark-7. Watching, warning against surprise attack by alien galaxies from beyond space.
Well, you get the picture, right, guys? Oh, God. So let's bust open this shiny, glossy nightmare and see how the story goes. Yeah, it's one of them new wave comic books with the shiny, glossy pages. We get a list inside the front on who we can blame for it looking like this, and we get a little update that Battle of the Planet of the Apes might be out shortly. Nah, it's Battle of the Planets, Mark. I want to see Battle of the Planets meets Battle of the Planet of the Apes. That'd be a good crossover, right? G-Force versus some talking gorillas. Anyway, Mark's on sabbatical. What? Mark's on sabbatical from G-Force. Mark's on vacation. Mark's gonna fly around in his little jet plane. Actually, his plane looks more like a Cessna or some World War I propeller-driven nightmare, as Mark seems to be having a little mechanical trouble. His plane is not cutting it. He must be a test pilot. He must be testing some new aeronautical piece of junk as his plane spins and sputters and, oh God, this is boring. Well, I guess we're gonna let you know he's G-Force. He can't handle no sputtering and no sparking, and it looks like his plane's going down. So he just snaps out his little wristwatch, goes transmute, and turns that there piece of crap into the Batwing Nazi plane as he joins up with a bunch of fearless fighters who's flying the same kind of crap. That's right, he's on vacation, but he's going to team up with the military. 7-Zark-7, that little robot down there on the aircraft carrier, then sent for him and said, "You may be on vacation there, Mark, but this week you're going to work." Now, why couldn't we have had the whole G-Force in this? Full panels brought to you by the Daily Dan blog with the shiny, glossy look. So, the pretty bird we call Mark, don't you just love his costume? He'd have fit real good in San Francisco back in the 60s and 70s, wouldn't he? Anyway, he's wearing his cool little costume on the aircraft carrier as he teams up with the guys from Red Team. That's right, the Red Team. They're going to rip them up. They're going to show you, guess what? We're the tough guys. That dude look like he ought to be in WWE. Is that Braun Breaker? He look a little bit like old Braun Breaker. But anyway, he gonna go out there and give old Mark a test right there, buddy. But we all know Mark's a superhero and part of G-Force, and he just lays some Batman-type gymnastics on him and takes him out in about 2 or 3 quick panels of flash to let you know that, hey, my name is Mark, and I am team leader. I'm the big cheese. I'm the head honcho. Red Team ain't real thrilled with Mark, but they looks like they gonna put up with him being the team leader for now. Enter a man named Gunther and his partner in crime. We'll call her Double D. Agent Double D and Gunther get off the plane. Agent Double D and Gunther make some plans. Gunther goes over to where he done stole a Red Team flight jacket, because Gunther's secretly a member of the Mana Forces? What? Anyway, Gunther got there and gonna put on the Red Team jacket. Red Team will never expect this infiltrator. His His dastardly plan works with ease as Gunther manages to capture the vehicle of the G-Force team. Gunther has taken one of their rides without them knowing it, as the Black Mana ships provide the ultimate distraction. Info panels brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog. My head feels like it's going to explode as I sit through this shiny, glossy nightmare that I was expecting to see the great G-Force, like in the cartoon I watched as a kid, together, turning into a fiery phoenix of love and power. And instead, I'm getting this triple thing here that seems like it's going to last an hour. Va-va-va-voom! Gunther escapes with the craft. Oh, God. One of the red team named Mr. B is all unhappy, telling Mark that one of our craft was stolen. Now they have the secrets of our craft. They will know how to defeat us. So in endless dialogue, Mark comes up with a plan to change their tactics and their computer keyboards. He says that he will change the way their ships operate so that we will have the advantage. Which when they think they got us, we will get them. Info panels, we learn why Mark's the team leader right there. Mark's on fire. Mark's in charge. Mark hears the rumors of Agent Double D. Double D done changed her hair color. Double D's trying to perpetrate something. But military intelligence is his warning that Double D may be a double agent because she's a double D and double agents too. As Gunther delivers the prototype of the new Starfighter to the Claw. And then we get the first look at Spectra's evil creature. And I'm not even going to pronounce that word or attempt to. The Memorabor. Anyway, this creature feeds on memories, reads your mind, learns all your secret codes. It's going to be hard to deal with that. So the psychic guy that got the G-Force guys together senses the memory monster and knows all about it automatically, of course. He remembers how he rescued a team of kids. He remembers how he raised that team of kids to become G-Force! But info panels brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog, mostly about Mark and his other friends as our spies go in search of Agent Double D. Our spies are on the case. Our spies from the red team are all about tracking down the incomparable Agent Double D. Agent Double D, we ain't having none of that. She says she's on the good side. They're not buying it. They attempt to put the kibosh on Agent Double D, but she plants a deadly kiss upon the members of Red Team. So we get a debacle for endless panels of Agent Double D hiding weapons. Agent Double D romancing the Red Team's spies. Agent Double D convincing people that, hey, I'm a good girl. I'm not buying Agent Double D's dastardly plots for the first chance she gets. She's on the computer informing Spectra of everything going on. Telling Spectrum at a secret hidden Spectra base, yeah. Red Team spy guy's all confounded. He ain't sure she's a good one or a bad one, but anyway, bad things are happening all around. Wah, 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 wah. Arrow Aerobatics is playing, that's right, as Spy Double D hides amongst the crowd. She reports back to Spectra that they're doing the show. That's right, an air show, because with everything going on, Red Team and the G-Force guy Mark, we're going to do an air show. Oh my God. Does anybody else find this comic book to be really irritating? And you know, I hadn't seen a commercial yet. I really want a commercial now. So if Full Panel's brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog, we get a comic book with no commercials from the company called Top Cow. I guess they ain't got no commercials in it because nobody would sponsor this garbage. Oh my God, we get an air show. We're going to do flips. We're going to do turns. We're going to speed through the air with the greatest of ease for panel of wasted art. Check this incognity out. Incognity? Oh, whatever that word is. Check this shit that don't make no sense out. It goes from air show, wah, 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 over to dramatic fighting action as G-Force Mark leads his team against Spectre at an underground hidden base. The battle is on. The war is on. They're fighting to the end. What the heck? Do you feel like you missed something between the air show and the invasion of the Spectre base? I know I did. There wasn't no pages stuck together. It just don't make no sense. It's turned to crap. It's turned to garbage. Top cow should be slapped. I don't get it. As the base battle goes on and on, Mark leads the team. They're in battle with Spectre's evil. Dave, that's not the good stuff, man. I swear. And if you want to see real monsters, check out Bigfoot and Michigan Rob with True Captain Encounters, and be sure to check out my friend Eric Wood, on the Eric Wood podcast, formerly known as Paranormal Highway. I had to put my own commercial in here and take a break from that horrible story. Get me a drink, boy. I'm having to have some vodka on that one. That was horrible. Anyway, I want to give a special shout out to my good friend Dave Sunstorm here on YouTube, the good stuff guy and his incredible brother Steven Sunstorm, my main man Thrash Pondo Pons, my partner in crime. Be sure to check him out here on YouTube, as well as Pat McCormick at the Golden Rage of TV, a big-time YouTube champ. Be sure to check out Brain Bender's Banners. You can see me on that show sometimes. As well as my flock is everywhere, Retro Nerd Girl, the Nostalgic Pod Blast! I see I'm getting it right now. Big Guys 45's Corey's Comedy Channel, BK on the air, and the Life and Sad Endings channel. And if I forgot anybody, I'll make a new list and get to it one day. So as Mark from G-Force and the Red Hawk team, whatever the heck, vanquish the bad guys, all the Black Panther clones, turn and run for the hills as the war goes on. Battle won. Yes, they have achieved superiority. The final bits of the battle fought in the air brings the enemies to their knees as Mark and the Red Team Commander put the kibosh on the last of the bad guys. The base is secure. Red Team has taken the air. Whatever will happen next, how will I contain myself for all the excitement in this comic book? As Mark and Red Team Commander exit the base, it's the Colonel and the kid. They survived. I am Red Team Commander, who will now be known as his secret identity. We will call him Johnny Boots. Johnny Boots and Mark are the heroes. Out of nowhere, explosions all around. Mark and Johnny Boots are under attack by the infamous Gunther. Dun, 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 dun. Gunther, oh no, he don't know it's Gunther though, the other enemy agent. So Gunther comes down, swoops down, fires a missile, destroys the base. Luckily, Mark was just out of range. And then Gunther speeds off into the distance. Oh my God. G-Force! The Fiery Phoenix finally shows up. You get a look at the big, beautiful spacecraft I anticipated seeing all through this comic book. I feel beeped. I feel speeped. I feel like they beeped me. I feel like I can't say all that stuff on this video. I done had to start it over once. Oh my God. I want to cuss. I want to fuss. I want to be. We finally get to see Tiny. We finally get to see Keop. We finally get to see the princess. We finally get to see them come in at the end and tell Mark, oh, you had an interesting shore leave. Why didn't we get to see all that? Why wasn't issue number one the forming of these guys? Why couldn't we see how it all come together? No, we get Mark on vacation fighting with some grunts on Earth. We don't even get to see the real Spectre guys. We don't get to see Zoltar. I just want to pull my hair out and scream right now. And they're truly going to end it with the professor and an undercover spy talking about some computer chip that the Black Panthers got here. Oh my God, I got to wait to issue number 2 to see any action involving G-Force. And, fiddle shit. Oh no. Issue 2. Jason? Are they going to do a one-off on every one of them? Oh, my God, no! I just wanted to see a G-Force United. And just to put the icing on my barf cake, we're going to end it with some G-Force Battle of the Planets black and white clips from the upcoming Jason comic book. Oh, this is just enough to make you want to take Excedrin. This is just enough to turn white folks into drug addicts. Oh my God. Honestly, guys, I'm not a big fan of the black and white art. And I'm not a big fan of the new Battle of the Planets comic books neither. I wanted to see G-Force. I wanted to see him fighting Spectre. I wanted to see Zoltar. I wanted to relive the comic book. The cartoon of my youth in a comic book. And what did I get? Mark, and Red Team in this dismal, glossy, glary nightmare. Giving credit where credit's due. The art is not that bad in these comic books. Well, at least, God, giggity, at least the art that's colored in isn't that bad. The black and white art looks like it was drawn by a third grader, but it does have a certain appeal I just can't put my finger on. That right there is called an innuendo, boys and girls. And like my grandpa always said, there's worse places it could go than in your window. In your window. Anyway, here you get some more reading for Michael Marone, who I know will pause this. He'll read about it, and then he'll text me and Harper how much he hated it. And then you get one a trade. That's right. You can trade your comic books in for new ones. That sounds like a scam. And I guess about the only real commercial you're going to get is the one on the back of that box for Babylon 5 DVDs. Because this comic book had no commercials, and I find that irritating. I like talking about the commercials more than the comic book sometimes. That's my incredibly too long look at Battle of the Planets from 2023. It's a #1, which makes it appealing, and I like the Battle of the Planets mark cover really, but I would have preferred one that was based on the cartoon with them in the ship that turns into the Fiery Phoenix, and instead I got this, whatever the heck it was, and it's disappointing, but the cover's gonna look great on the wall, and join me next time for a book I hope is like a lot better. But you know how that goes. I guess we'll see. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell. Be sure to check out all my friends I talked about. And until next time, blog over, dudes!